Hello friends, Matt here with Donut Requiescat. Today I'm going to talk about the problem of evil. It's the only really good argument against the existence of God. And it basically says that if God is all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving, he's all good, then he would prevent evil, and he could prevent evil, and he would know about it, and he would do away with it. And there are a number of forms that the argument takes, but they all assume that goodness means that God would prevent evil if he could. And the argument works. Quite frankly, I agree with it, that a God who is all-powerful and all-knowing and who would prevent evil if he could does not exist. So much of it hinges on this term good. What does it mean for him to be all good or all loving? And it's naturally assumed that to be all good or all loving means that God would take away evil, that he would take suffering and he would just remove it from the world if he could. That's not the God that traditional Christianity believes in. The God that I believe in, and the God that the Catholic Church teaches, and the God that Jesus showed to us, is not a God who would take away evil if he could. Instead, what we find is a God who joins us in our suffering. He comes and he walks alongside of us and he joins us in our suffering and he redeems our suffering. So he doesn't take it away, but he uses it to bring about a greater good. And that kind of God isn't touched by the typical problem of evil. And so ultimately, the problem of evil is a straw man. The problem of evil only disproves one kind of God, the kind of God who would prevent evil if he could. But the God of Christianity is a mysterious God. He is at the same time all good and all loving, and yet he allows evil and he joins us in our suffering, and then he brings out of it a greater good. He has redeemed even the suffering that we experience in this world. What does it mean then for God to be all good? It means that he himself is our greatest source of happiness, that he is the most desirable thing, that it's when we finally attain him that we will achieve our ultimate happiness and true beatitude, right? This true, deep, lasting joy inside of us. And it's that good for us that he wills for us. Yes, he cares about our physical bodies. He cares about our pain, our physical pain. He cares about our emotional pain. But the greatest good for us is nothing less than God himself. And that's the good that he ultimately wills for us. And he can use any of those other sufferings to bring that about for us if we're willing to accept it. And so, in summary, the problem of evil is a straw man argument because it only disproves one kind of God, the kind of God who would prevent evil if he could. And the Christian faith teaches us a God who loves us, who is good. He is the source of our true happiness, and he has joined us in our suffering and redeemed even our suffering. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share with your friends.